She is special. Anyone else got a quest for me? Just gonna take a look-see back here for no reason. Damn, I can't open it yet. I need a little more lock-picking skill. Can you holster your gun in this? No, that's attack. Y, X, Z. Is there a button to holster? I don't know. Let's see. Button layout. That is not. Hold R. There we go. I don't want to have my my guns out the whole time. I need to borrow these monies right here. Just have to borrow them. Borrow this. Bypass shunt. Just borrowing some items here and there. Because the beginning of an RPG like this, you gotta borrow lots of stuff. 4 monies. Fish sticks. Now once I have it, is it labeled as stolen or does it become... I think it magically becomes just all of my stuff, doesn't it? It's not labeled as stolen anymore. Yes, good. That's one thing I never liked about Bethesda games is that somehow the NPCs know that what you have is stolen. It's like, how do they know? I'm glad that they decided to not do that in this one. Nope, we're just playing it again because they're about to release... I haven't played the Gorgon DLC, so I heard it's supposed to be pretty good. And then they're releasing another DLC in 4 days. So we'll give that a little try when it comes out too. Nothing? Yeah, they surprise announced another DLC that's coming out in 4 days from now. On the 18th. I was like, what? Okay, well, let's go check out, I guess, the leader. We'll go chat with him. Ah, the cannery. Saltuna Cannery. No one here, so I'm gonna go ahead and borrow some of these items because I can. Spacer's choice.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
What is in the saltuna then? If it's not fish, then what are we...
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told I should look for you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Uniform? What are you talking about?
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs and looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Can I just kill you all and take your power regulator and get the hell out of here? So much easier. No? Okay. What do you mean by frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
You mean marauders? What? I don't think these people take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame these workers for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Doesn't matter if they're come back alive or dead. All right, Reed. I'll see what I can do to help.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company. She seems like a good companion.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. I like Pavati in this. She's cool. Companions provide combat support. Their skill enhances your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion abilities with an inspiration skill. More about companions of the companion ledger. Hi.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office.
Sure. All right, well, let's get out of here.
Hey, mister, can we... Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters. So what's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
How well did you know the deserters? You work with them. You were friends or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
I really can't blame anyone for wanting to leave. This town is kind of nasty. Yeah, I'm finding it even more fun on a replay Reaverbird. The first time, sometimes when you play a game, you have like super high expectations. Your first playthrough, you're a little disappointed, and it kind of ruins the mood for the whole playthrough. But replaying it for now is, I'm enjoying it more. My expectations have been lower to what the game is, which is still good, just not quite as mind-blowing as I was hoping it would be the first time. But I enjoy this game a lot. I'm definitely enjoying it even more on a second playthrough. Did you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
I can't blame anyone for wanting to leave. This place, town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Why do we need to talk to the vicar about flipping a switch in your power mill?
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, now that they're bought by, they've been bought by Xbox, they have a lot more funding. And Xbox really wants exclusives to sell Game Pass and then consoles. So we might get another Outer Worlds with even more budget and more everything. And so they're going to probably want to keep pumping the franchise and make it even bigger next time. And don't forget, we saw that one secret game they're working on. It looks like Elder Scrolls. Remember they showed like a snippet of it? I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Okay. All right, Pavati. I will entertain your notions of sympathies. You're welcome, food place. That was an amazing game with even a limited budget. I liked it, yeah. Definitely has that homely feel to it.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
It is very clean in here. So this church teaches science? Science is a religion in this? Ossivile. I will take that.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Yeah, 2 million copies is nothing to be disappointed by. That's a lot for a new IP, especially one that's an RPG like this.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Pavati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to the deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Thank you, Tornworm, for that 69-month resub. Nice. Nice. And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
You had me at money, sir. But why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
I need to know a little more about this book before I agree to this.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
You're excited about Microsoft's future, but Bethesda was a huge power play. Expect players wanted more exclusively if they're going to get them. Yeah, it's good for Xbox and Game Pass. I just hope that they keep the quality up, because they're buying so much stuff so quickly. I just hope that they don't they fail to juggle and like drop a couple balls because like they're buying stuff so quickly at such a rapid pace. I just hope it doesn't affect anything negatively. I just hope they keep the game quality up for each company that they bought so far. I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
I'll keep that in mind, sir. All right, Pavati, we'll go look for him. Wait, we didn't talk to him about the thing yet.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
I haven't found your book yet.
Please get it.
You seem pretty concerned about that book. Can you tell me why?
A religious text deemed heretical by the OSI is an unsafe object at large. Though I understand why a collector would desire to possess such a rare book. Because I'm also a collector of books. Rare things in this colony. Appreciation of the written word outside monthly periodicals is virtually unknown here.
How did you know I'm an outsider?
Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Miss Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Maybe it's because you're so dismissive. Quite inappropriate for a vicar, isn't it?
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
But isn't it your job to raise awareness?
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Hold on a minute. Did you just refer to this town as a miserable place?
Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Seriously, that's what you're selling here?
Selling? No. It is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of wisdom to your liking.
I was actually asking what your religion was all about.
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
What does OSI stand for?
The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson.
How do you talk to this Grand Architect? Prayer, meditation, or what?
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
I must say, I love just how, like, well-written all these characters are. This conversation is fascinating, just learning about their religion and stuff. Doesn't sound like a very motivational religious philosophy. What's there to aspire to?
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to Grand Architects ourselves, after a fashion.
So, as long as you do your dutifully work as a worker and never question the people who order you to do stuff, You'll find enlightenment and become a god. Okay. Really? How does that work? Tell me more.
Well, first there's the matter of the secret blood rites and animal sacrifices. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
I just thought of something else I need to be doing. As in, like, no. It's interesting to creating a whole religion inside of a game. Try to decide everything that everyone part of that religion would do, all the stuff that they would believe, how they would talk to each other. Okay, let's collect the fees from people in town for the grave matter. Yeah, once someone starts talking crazy, I usually get the hell out of there. Usually not all about all that. You have a proper name. Do you have a quest?
I've got some time.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Okay. So, workers are dispensable, or disposable. Wanted dead or alive. Guilam Antrim. Space's Choice Department of Retirement, a writ of execution, effects immediately for Guilam Merchant, former Space Choice Associate Mechanic. Turned from existing escorted from Edgewater and grounds of unauthorized use of Adrena time. Wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company employees in good standing, theft and unauthorized use of medical supplies. Generous bounty, payment on delivery, must be able to sign your own name. See Constable Reyes for details. Oh, there must be a person.
Sometimes
right
I
here.
wonder
There's
what I'm
bounties.
doing with myself.
By the sheriff.
Nothing I can do about it.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Well, you're in here now. Hello.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
Wait, you're telling me that they sell police services? You have to buy it? How long is the Gorgon DLC approximately? I don't know. You almost became an actuary. That sounds boring, Groovy. Like, awful. Love these company streams? Well, thank you, John D. I like them, too. If you need help with your Marauder problem, I'm for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice Constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
You want their fingers? Ooh. I've got some questions for you if you don't mind, because I need that delicious world building and lore.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything to you?
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
Never mind.
Interesting jumpsuit you've got.
Never mind.
And by interesting, I mean suspiciously reminiscent of contraband.
Got some questions for you.
As long as your questions fall within the...
So who do you work for? Spacer's Choice or Edgewater?
If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life.
Wow.
I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Dale
She's fun
serve
at parties.
Spacer's Choice.
I've never found anything amusing in my entire life. Who does Spacer's Choice answer to?
Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the Board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this.
So you're basically a bureaucrat.
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. The bureaucracy is a noble profession, but not all of us are gifted enough to serve in it.
There was one other thing.
Something to report?
Goodbye. Can I just check out your cells? Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice in here. Very comfy. You get your own toilet. Tempting. It's tempting. Well, let's double check. Bounty records. Open bounties. William and... Oh, these are the guys I already have. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, the bounties already I have already.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
We should keep our voices down.
What were you guys saying? Were you guys dismissing the quality of Spacer's Choice products? Don't let me hear that kind of heresy again. One should be so lucky as the Spacer's Choice tuna for the rest of their lives. Ungrateful.
Wish we had some better rations.
Me too.
I know how you feel.
Yes, Mr. Thompson.
Hello.
I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you?
He seems...
Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
He looks very, very uneasy. You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
So you're Martin Abernathy?
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
I'm not looking for trouble. Just here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
He told me everything. How long do you think you could keep a secret like that?
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
The great cannery in the sky. I know, Green Man. So old. I'm sorry to hear that.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's
His
ever
eyes are
told me
looking
that.
very bad.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Not so fast. I got some questions.
I'll do what I can.
Why can't you just buy some medicine?
I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
In other words, the company won't treat you because you're already sick. Sounds like health insurance.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
There is an Abernathy in, I think, Fallout 4. Abernathy Farm is one of the settlements you can gather. I assume there are guards?
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
Freaking marauders. You never mention marauders.
It is a reality of life in the Vale. Grass is brown, sky is gray. Marauders are outside the walls.
I've heard enough.
So you'll do it then?
I'll do it because I need the damn I need the experience bonus and the money.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Anything I should know about this community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
You're taking an awful risk trusting me, you know.
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I'll leave you be. Level 3! Oh yeah. Level 3. Boom, 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 boom. I need to up my lockpick skill for sure. Do. Let's see. So we'll bump both of those for now, I guess. Or I do want to up my lockpick. I don't know if I need to upgrade my ranged. We'll have to try a low intelligence run sometime. It should be quite fun. Usually they're very funny. It'd be a good fun playthrough to do low intelligence. Okay, I'm just gonna take a look-see at all the stuff. Well, I think a lot of people on Twitch do low intelligence runs all the time. Just not always in this game.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Wish we had some better rations.
Maintenance division.
This is where the magic happens. Hey, that's... I mean, if you need it. Okay.
Oh, this is all your stuff. Well, I'm gonna borrow a lot of your items, ma'am. Thank you very much. Welcome, Halcom. There are 3 open trouble tickets. Select an option to proceed. Trouble ticket 6655. Total serial failure on startup. Open priority medium. Stats reproduce. Turn on engine. Try it again. Try it again. Kick the loader. Curse injured toes. I have to enter a minimum of 8 steps. Try again. Makes a rattling noise. Dang it, Clancy. Just got you back on your feet 2 weeks ago. Not that you got feet, but you know what I mean. Sound like his stator's off axis again. We'll clean out and reset. Clancy's guts got cotton all pulled out, likely on account of somebody trying to restart him over and over again. Need to run all the coiling number 4. K-stator's working, but there's something else off. Have to wait until it's quiet and spin him up for a listen. Priority. Failure in main cuttering production line at heat processing. Start our production line according to Schedule S. Observe processing of cans. Follow first batch of heat processing stage. 1 or more loud popping noises. Smell smoke of burned sal tuna. Overheat klaxon of monitor 6. Flame shift from result for automatic shutdown. Likely as not, best guide in Justin for being made to eat something she wasn't made to. Again, heading over now. Party low, damn mechanicals. Priority automatic low by executive level item rule applied by Thompson R. Reason trouble ticket filtered by M. Eller. Says we do look northwise. I said look northwise, blast useless translator. Near scrap pile. Could be northeast from town, I guess. Observe mechanical. Clanking all about menacing like. See it? It's right there. Northeast from town. Well, let's see. I'm gonna take all your stuff, ma'am. Workbench layout. Repair, upgrade, modify your weapons and armor, keeping you combat ready in tip-top shape at all times. Each screen, first select the armor you want to work on, then choose what you want to do, repair it, break it down, etc. So that's long guns, handguns. These are all the same DPS, aren't they? So let's see. Tinker. Insufficient bits. Repair. Break down. I will break down the extra... if I can, that is. I don't think my engineering skill is high enough for that. No, it is. Okay, we're good. Weapon parts 9. Yep, we just started our playthrough tonight. Haven't played since launch. You don't mind if I pick this, right?
Got it. Inside voices.
Trespass and lapping, hacking are murderous. Low activities are found by society. What means you want to engage in activities without consequences? Light ammo, heavy ammo, energy cell. No one saw me. We're good. Toss ball blocker. Hi. No one saw me do that, so we're fine. Do you have anything else in here that I could take? Nope. Tartarus, Adreno.
If you're hungry, I could open up a can of something.
Can you open up a can of whoop ass next battle? I'm taking all of your food because it's mine now. And I'm going to sell it for monies. Fun times barrel. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, I'm taking all your money. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. You're my companion. I can do
You
that.
like flowers? I can't find many kinds around here.
I like how she comments on when you open up the doors in her house. It's a nice touch.
If you need to go, I'll wait outside.
I'm not gonna go to the potty. Not with you right here.
I don't like coming out here. People on the street stare.
Well, I like you, Pavati, but you gotta admit, you are just a little bit weird. Just a little bit. A touch of awkwardness. But it makes you interesting. Let's see.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Hello.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something. You're saying he's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
Toilet Crime, thanks for that resub, and Super Chicken, thank you very much for the brand new sub. What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Abernathy's paying me for my trouble. Can you match his offer?
I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
You had me at more money, madam.
That's all I can ask of you.
She had me at more money. That's all she had to say is I'll give you more money. Now let's go find this other person who owes this guy money. It's like he's upstairs here. Hello. Don't mind me. Phyllis, hello.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Guessing you're the foreman?
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Gravesite fees, I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
How dare you say awful things about Spacer's Choice?
Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property.
Wow.
What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Suicide is damage to company property. Wow, that's harsh. Thank you, Elizabeth A.E., Brasmon Bro, and Les B Boy for the resubs. Thank you guys very much. Why does everyone in this game look suspect? Because they all are. You can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Wow. He was a person, not an asset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I'll let you get back to work. Yeah, that is a thing that happens in real life. Companies will take out life insurance policies on their employees without their employees knowing it. Remember, there's this one lady who, her husband died, and then they accidentally sent the check that was supposed to go to the company to her, but written out to the company, and that's how she found out that they had a $1 million life insurance policy on their employee. Which was like, okay. Just gonna liberate some of this stuff. So take a little bit of all this. No big deal. Don't mind me, just taking a couple things here and there. Where do you see these cool games to pick up? Oh, this is from Obsidian. This came out last year, and I love Obsidian, so I bought it right away. Just experience. Wait, are they using sprats? That's a lot of sprats. Loose lips, pink slips. Wow. So corporate. Oh my. Well, happy birthday, Atheist Simplicity. That's awesome. Happy randomly born on this day. Alright guys, that's going to be it for